Hey guys, and welcome back. Bitcoin finally managed to reclaim key support levels that we were looking at. And now the question is, can we hold this and get continuation? Or will we fail and break down into way lower levels? That is something that we're going to talk about today. So make sure that you are sticking around and let's go, guys. Wow, it's crazy. I hear myself a little bit slurring my words. Gonna explain it really quick. I have a friend owning a bar, having a birthday party right now. I just came from there, so I'm sorry if I'm slurring a little bit my words because just after the stream, I'm heading straight back and gonna get fucked up, you know? So, yeah, just that to that. But regardless, I'm still like well aware of where the market is at, and we're gonna dive directly into the charts here. Just let me see here for a second how many people are there. 29 people. Smash up the like button if you like drunk streams. Let's go. We are here on the weekly chart. Bitcoin is putting in currently a doji candle. If we can hold this doji candle, that's one of the most important indications for continuation to the upside. We're gonna get next week a crazy move here into higher levels around $95,000, potentially even higher than that, just by closing the current weekly candle where it currently stands at. And the same goes for the stochastic RSI. If the stochastic RSI can just remain where it is, and next week we want to get that pump candle into the $90,000 level, we're absolutely fine. Nothing to worry about. Preferably, we want to see this even this week already happening. I really have to be careful with my pronunciation right now because I'm a little bit drunk. Not like insanely drunk, but a little bit tipsy. So it sounds a little bit that I slur my words. So apologies for that. But regardless of that, we want to see here Bitcoin pushing into higher levels back above $89,000, $90,000 approximately, and then next we get a massive push here into 94, 96, $98,000 and regaining the upward sloping trend line of this overall falling wedge that we have put in here on the weekly chart. So then also here we're still trading around the golden ratio of the weekly chart here. Also here, the RSI is still slightly pointing to the upside, which is giving us an indication of continuation to the upside. And here, I only want to tell you guys, be prepared that around the bottom line of the EMA ribbon, or slightly within the midsection of the ribbon, that here we are gonna face resistance when we go into these higher levels of around 100,000 all the way up to like 104,000, $104,400. Just approximately. Let me see. No, we're not gonna go to 74,000 to get a bounce here. No way that we're gonna get that. On the daily chart, we're above the upward sloping trend line, which is inherently a bullish sign. So here we just need tomorrow a continuation candle to the upside, and then the following day another candle to the upside, breaking back into the downward sloping trend line of this overall falling wedge. And that would solidify even more that we have put in here our local bottom all the way here at $80,000 approximately, and now are ready to get continuation into higher levels. Well, I now realize that I'm way more fucked up than I actually thought, so I should have not drunk all the drinks that I had, but I'm still here and I'm fine. So here, when it comes to the 4-hourly chart, on the EMA ribbon, we are clinching on the lower end of the EMA ribbon. We definitely need to see some more follow through in the midsection to $88,000, $89,000 for continuation to the upside. Even if we get up there and fail to hold this level, expect that we get one more retest to like $85,000, $84,000 before we get then a significant, distinctive move into the $90,000 area. So, and when you are looking at the MDX algo scalp gradients, here we get a better understanding why the thumbnail is pointing to a smaller pullback before we get continuation, because I mentioned it already yesterday, where I said, hey, price action is heating up here into red pinkish candles, but now you see that we are getting like more pinkish candles, and that means that price action is ready to pull back one more time here potentially to $86,000 before we get the continuation move in the area of $93,000 and would solidify the W formation that we are anticipating out of that move with a neckline at around $89,000 and a target of around 94 to $95,000 respectively. On the 30 minutes time frame here, you see we put in here a golden cross at that section, then we moved above it, slightly came back, moved to the 15 moving average to confirm this as support. Now we are like in the mid range of the 50 and the 200 moving average. Currently, how this is standing on the 30 minutes chart, I would anticipate continuation to the upside past $87,700 above the 200 moving average, which would lead to a resume and continuation of this upwards move back to like $90,000, $94,000, $96,000, something in that matter. Now on Weex, I still have a trade running on Weex. I forgot to log in. Sorry, guys. I'm still up on this. Let me see on my Bybit trade if I am still logged in on my Bybit trade so I can show you guys. Let me see. No, I'm actually not logged in right now. But regardless, if you want to trade these trades with me on Bybit, guys, really simple to do that. Currently, if you are not in a trade, wait for a break above $87,700. There will be an entry signal, or the bottom range here, $85,000, basically $86,000. Whatever hits first, that is your entry signal for a continuation trade. Do this on Weex. You get $30,000 up in sign-up bonuses. You get immediately $500 into your account if you just bind your phone and email address and download the app. And if you maintain that balance, you get additionally $400 if you deposit another $500, and then you get also access to the private Telegram group that we have where we are killing it, even though the market is going up, down, in circles, going around itself, doesn't matter. We are printing there. We are printing like crazy. So if you want to be a part of that, deposit $500 on your Weex account, and you can reach out either on Telegram or on my email address amcrypto.us or on my Twitter account amcryptoalex to get access to that. I just want to mention one more time, I don't have any private, not premium account, whatever. I don't have that. You either have premium or you don't on Telegram. If you don't, take Twitter, take the email address, and you're gonna reach me. Nothing else in between. You know, there's nothing else in between. And if you cannot use Weex, go to Tapit. There's also a link in the description to use Tapit for the same rules. Now let's talk about the Bitcoin liquidation levels. So here I could see Bitcoin coming down first a little bit further to touch here $85,500 to take out the over leveraged positions on 100x leverage on the long side, and then push here into the $91,000 level to take out all the over leveraged short liquidity that came in here way too late. Consolidate around this level, and then get here again a short squeeze into continuation in the levels towards somewhere $100,000 and beyond that. Also, when we're looking at the liquidation heat map, you see similar levels popping up here. So on a monthly chart, you see around the 90,000 and even around the $100,000 level. That's currently the most liquidity stacked up. So here, once we're tapping the $90,000 liquidity, you should expect a short squeeze at least to $97,000, and from there we're gonna trigger another short cascade to past $100,000. Let me see. Strong, yes, strong. No, yeah, you have to. Oh, whoa, yeah, you're right. Fuck, why is that screen not changing? This is crazy. Let me switch that up here. This is not right. Sorry, I just saw the chat right now. But thank you for pointing it out. Well, that was me. No, me, I'm fine. Crazy. Sorry about that. Well, no. Window capture. Display capture. Let me know. No, we're on the right. Yeah, now we are definitely on the right picture. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back slightly. So here, the 30-minute time frame, like I said, 86,000 or either $87,500. These are the levels where you want to take a new long position from. And then when you go to the liquidation heat map, here 90,000, 90,000, $400, $98,000. These are the levels that you want to watch for continuation past the $100,000 level. You see, that's the kind of problems that are happening when I'm a little bit tipsy. I'm not like insanely drunk. I just had 2 or 3 drinks. Yeah, actually 3 or 4 drinks. I'm still here, like mentally, but these are the kind of errors that are happening when I had a few drinks, you know. So I'm sorry about that. But a friend has a birthday, they own a bar, you know, one thing leads to another, you know how it goes, you know. So here on the USDT dominance, we see here a small bounce back past $6.25. We want to see a tomorrow continuation to the downside back to 6, even below 6%, 5.91%, and going below this to push Bitcoin past the $100,000 mark. On the Bitcoin dominance, we are trading currently below 59%. We're at 58.76%. Here we are absolutely fine, even if we close the candle as it is. That's absolutely okay. What we want to see tomorrow is a continuation move to the downside, breaking this downward sloping trend line, only following which pattern that we are currently still in with the Bitcoin dominance. And I just want to extend this a little bit. So we need to break here like 58.4% in the next coming days to drop below this downward sloping trend line to confirm that overall breakdown. On the total free market cap, we pushed a little bit higher above the $856 billion level. We almost touched the downward sloping trend line. Also here we are pulling back from this slightly. So also here over the next 2 days, I would like to see a move touching this and in the best case scenario, moving above that specific level. Also, don't forget, guys, right now, you can still sign up to the wait list of my one-on-one mentorship, where I basically guaranteed to help you to become profitable. If you don't become profitable, as you can see, it's mentioned, I will send you, no questions asked, $1,000 back if you don't succeed, guys. Really, really simple. Of course, this is not for free, but the list is filling up. My team is sorting through that. If you want to learn directly from me, and as you can see, we are quite accurate in predicting the market, you want to learn from the person that knows how the markets are moving right now. So go to the link in the description. It's on the top of the description right now. Click on the link, fill out this application, and you join the waitlist before we are launching roughly in a week from now. On the Ethereum chart, let me see here, my mouse moving up here. We are absolutely killing it. We are almost halfway through the trade that I've given here. Let's have a look at this. We are up from our entry 5.56%. So that's really nice. If you enter this with 10x leverage, you are up 56, 57% currently. And here, as you can see, we are just consolidating a little bit to the downside, putting a bull flag formation, and this bull flag is putting us almost to the target here at $3,100. So we're not far away from that. The fracture is pointing to the same direction and giving us a lot of confidence that we should reach this. Just be a little bit more patient here, but your overall stop loss should be right now around $2,840 if you are in from $2,780 or $2,740 respectively. On the Solana chart, also here, kind of the same situation. We tapped into the liquidity of $140. I mentioned that yesterday that we're going up there. There will be resistance. We pulled back from this now to $134, almost $135. This might be also coming soon to an end because this is also bull flag formation with a nice pull here. That pull would put us roughly to $145. If you're in this trade, you can hold this currently and just put your stop loss around $133 because we're in since $130 and $128 respectively. Guys, I want to leave again because I'm way too drunk to have this stream. I gave you the majority of the outlook already. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm gonna go back and have a couple of drinks. Tomorrow I will be sober. I'm gonna promise you guys. We'll be sober. If you want more of these drunk streams, let me actually know in the comments. I can have more drunk streams, but I prefer to be sober when I have these streams. Don't forget, let me quickly move back here before I call a car to go back to my friends. Smash off the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell. And I'm going to see you again sober tomorrow.